The following presentation is a production of WLWstudios.com. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." I love that story. You are at WLWstudios.com, and this is the 2016 Midnight Jury Christmas Spectacular. I am so excited to be here. WLWstudios.com, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio. It's part 2. We're closing out the holiday season with one of the biggest classics from the 80s and 90s, 1990 specifically, Home Alone. And I am one of your hosts, the 21st century broadcasting marvel, Midnight Mike Norenganger. Ho, ho, ho!
I am Ada Henning Christmas.
And I am your very best pal, Calvin Brody.
Guys, we're here. I always, with the part 2s of the holiday specials, it's always bittersweet because you know once it's over, you have to wait a whole nother year to celebrate the Christmas season. But we're going to hopefully go at it and end it out with a bang with Home Alone. Anything if you guys want to say about that, that's fine. It's Macaulay Culkin, Daniel Stern over Joe Pesci. Directed by Chris Columbus. Written and screenplay and whatever by John Hughes.
You know, there's a little dark cloud over Home Alone, I think, for everybody, because Macaulay Culkin seems like like he's a brat, certainly a brat, and I'm sure we all have observations about that.
I like him a lot more now.
What do you mean?
Not from then, but I know he had his fucked up phase. But did you see that video he did?
No.
It was like an internet video, and it was got really popular for a while. And I think it's the whole video is him getting into a cab and speaking to the cab driver about shit, why he's pissed off or why he's upset. And then he starts telling the cab driver about his childhood, and he's playing Kevin McAllister. But he's how old he is now.
Okay.
So he's telling him how his family left him alone.
And
then he's like, "Oh yeah, my family left me at home once." And he goes, "How about twice? One time they went to New York." And the way they did it was very funny, and I appreciated the fact that he kind of poked fun at the character and brought it back. And we'll watch it on the break.
Well,
it's not long.
I'm not talking about. Well, I am actually talking about the actor, but what I'm saying is in the movie, Kevin McAllister is a little bit of a brat, especially in the beginning of the movie. But as the movie goes on, you realize that he's a very smart and actually a very sweet-hearted kid. You know what I mean? He has a lot of empathy for the old man next door. He's actually he's a great kid. But he acts up in the beginning of the movie. So with that being said, the dark cloud is the fact that Macaulay Culkin has been such a kind of a mess, from going forward. So when you think of Kevin McAllister, and then you think of Macaulay Culkin, it just, I don't know.
Like I said, I think that dark cloud rose a little bit for me when he did that.
I don't know if everybody's seen that.
It was very popular, millions and millions and millions of views.
But does that mean that his life is fixed?
Apparently he's looking a lot better and, looking healthy and not like a bum anymore. Because he did look like a bum for a while.
It's when he was in Saved, he looked a little mangy.
No, that sounds great. I'm glad that things have worked out. But the fact that it got so much worse before it got better is a little unfortunate. Cause I wish that. I'm
looking up pictures right now of what he looks like now.
I mean,
or at least I'm trying to.
The Good Son. I love The Good Son. I hope that we can do that at some. Do you guys know that movie?
Was that him and fucking Tobey Maguire or Elijah Wood?
Elijah Wood, I'm pretty sure. But it's a really sick and twisted movie.
I didn't see it, but I know of it.
It's definitely very entertaining. It's like a dark drama. But I have very fond memories of it. But I mean, no. Ultimately, if that's the only,
I mean, he's definitely a kind of fallen child star.
Yeah.
Just like,
No matter how
just
you
like
look
Eddie
at
Furlong,
it, because
kind of.
because he hasn't. Well, but even Eddie Furlong ended up doing like a few films that people, whereas like Macaulay Culkin from, I don't think he's done anything since like either Home Alone 2 or The Good Son. That people like the masses kind of.
no that.
Well, he was in that
that's-
movie
aware of.
Saved with Mandy Moore. That was a good movie.
And honestly, that happens in Hollywood, but it is just like it's such a high. Like Home Alone is not like a as far as feeling high, but like yeah, it's an emotional high. It's a very warm movie, and just like it just sucks that not everybody had a perfect life afterward. But that's life. It's the same type of thing with Terminator 2 because Edward Furlong was on such a he was at the top, the pinnacle, and it's like it just sucks when you're in such a huge blockbuster movie that like a lot of the time, especially for kids, things kind of only go down from there. So.
I feel like this is a depressing Christmas special.
A little bit.
I have you putting this dark cloud of Macaulay Culkin depressing shit. I have Lewis in the other room in the booth crying because he didn't get to go with his family to Aspen. We weren't going to do an intro video for this part. We were just going to leave the first one, but then since he fucked up last week, we released it and made him stay. And now, you don't get to see your family.
Well, that's how it goes, Lewis.
Well, I think
That's how she goes.
we also promised Home Alone ultimately is positive vibes and it's a positive experience. I mean,
And Home Alone 2, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Because
I've
I
seen
saw-
much less of Home Alone 2.
See, Home Alone 2 has a special place for me because me, my father, my stepmother, and my sister went to go see the movie and then headed into the city that day.
Okay.
To see the Rockettes, see the Christmas tree, and all that stuff. So it was like really cool to watch the movie filmed in New York in Central Park and all that, and then go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that sounds
You
like
know.
a nice
and it
day.
also features President-elect Trump.
Absolutely, it does.
See, I didn't even remember that. My main memory is the Talk Boy FX, and I
Oh yeah, I had one of those.
I had two on as well.
Early.
I used I got a lot of use out of that.
Me too. Me too. I loved the Talk Boy.
Yeah, it was
absolutely.
It was very, and
I got out a lot of trouble with the police with that because I thought they were talking to my father.
Wait,
What?
what?
I got out of a lot of trouble with the police because they would call my house and they thought.
Are
they
you
were talking
serious?
About, no, of course not.
Oh.
Hi, this is
Hi,
Mr.
police.
Brody.
Hi, this is Mr.
Did
Brody.
my son do something wrong? We'll discipline him. And
the police were like, "Sure."
Good night.
All right,
that'd be so great if that was true.
So,
So silly.
real quick, I had promised you a little while ago that we could get into a quick discussion about the instant coffee fiasco that you have brought up. Like, there will never be instant coffee in the Midnight Jury. Let's clear that up.
Well, maybe I'll bring some.
that you will drink alone.
Myself.
Yes, absolutely, because the refined palate of Mike Norenganger.
Calvin may want to try it.
Yeah, maybe he will. But the refined coffee palate of Mike Norenganger will not disrespect his tongue like that. It's just not. That's not how it works.
Let me put it simply
You
and
have,
try
to have a nice, good old cup of coffee.
First, instant coffee is generally not regarded very highly by
Correct.
Americans.
Gross.
My family never had any instant coffee in the house. Your family did not. Calvin, your family.
We
your-
might
your-
have
yeah,
had.
dude,
We
yeah.
might have had it in the house.
or
like maybe
were your
like if
were your
someone-
parents like they used it sometimes, or were they instant
Oh no, it
coffee
was
people?
pretty much. We used instant coffee almost all the time.
Okay, same thing with Sydney's parent,
Yeah.
dad,
Father.
So, and I didn't know this about Calvin's parents, but like the fact that Sydney, this person, my friend that I know, whose family I know well enough, and I was like, he's a respectable man, and he drinks instant coffee. So that was my first like, it can't suck. Like, if he drinks it, that's all he drinks. So that was, but I didn't want to, I wasn't motivated to try it yet. I was happy with, and I'm still happy with regular coffee, and it's better. But then on Instagram, I follow the pages of many fit women, many,
Yeah, we know.
Way down.
like, you know,
I don't blame you.
and there's
I'm going to call you out on something right now.
okay.
For some reason, when you hooked your iCloud up to my computer, I now randomly get pictures from your phone that pop up on my computer.
Really?
I haven't gotten anything too weird, but I have gotten muscular women wrestling,
feet, right?
And wrestling men, like just regular men in clothes.
Wrestling men?
Yeah, like in a bedroom. Like they have them in like a headlock with their legs.
You're saying women wrestling men.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Like muscular women.
You made it sound like you got muscular women, feet, and wrestling men.
No.
With
Yeah,
clothes on.
Muscular women
Because
with their legs wrapped around guys' heads and they're like suffocating them with their muscle.
No, I'm
Adam has to give a second to let the blood go down.
It pops
to the
up.
boner
I'm like,
and come
what
back
the fuck is
As
this
he's-
on my
As
computer?
you're talking about it, he's like, oh, okay,
That
okay,
is-
all right,
that
boner,
is
whatever.
bizarre, and deeply troubling.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for me.
No.
That's like if I hook up my phone, all of a sudden you start getting like squirt videos. Like,
No, but
I'd rather get that. No doubt.
what I'm glad about, that's a huge revelation.
future.
Like so,
Yeah,
like I'm processing
there are no
that
private
right now.
conversations
No,
with the
no,
Midnight Jury.
I'm going to call you out on something right now.
Yeah. Well, he's the one who's like, I like fit women. We know you like fit women.
No.
And
that's-
here's how much.
That's why I'm happy that all this is out in the open. Maybe I haven't made clear. I think I have on episodes that like part of the allure of fit women is definitely like
Not fit. It's like fit and muscular. Like it's more than just a fit woman.
No, but it's not exclusively just very muscular. So like I'm anywhere on the spectrum from normal girls, and I've been with normal girls who aren't muscular.
Disappointingly normal girls.
Yeah.
With their regular people bodies.
And their hips and breasts.
So when I say fit, I'm saying kind of the in between because I like, but I have a very very high tolerance and appreciation for a lot of muscle on women. And Mike, little did I know, is more intimately aware of that than I could have ever known.
Some nice pictures.
So is it just ongoing? Will you always be getting these pictures?
No.
How like, who decides what pictures to go to you?
I don't know. Watch out what you put on your phone. Because
Is there any way to disengage this?
I'll pull it up right now. I'll see what I got.
Who decides what pictures of mine
Let's
you
see.
get?
Okay, so let's see what we got
Oh
here. This
my
is the
God.
official Adam Henning.
Holy shit, man!
Got it.
I
Okay.
thought that.
Okay, so you have your muscular abs,
Nice.
muscular things here, muscular legs. Then, of course, the house, the house woman. More muscular legs. Some Adam videos. Oh, look at this woman. Look at that. She's muscular.
Nice.
She is muscular.
Holy shit.
Muscle. Look at this muscle.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Nice. I love it.
There is women
This is
or
magic.
Nicole Bass wrestling men on a hotel bed.
Wait,
Now there's no nudity, there's no penises or vaginas. It's just yeah, there it is. That's the Midnight
Wow.
Jury for you. I should
All
pop
right.
those pictures
Folks,
up on there
yeah,
somehow.
Definitely.
I mean, listen. I think it'd be a little overkill if we did like.
I'm gonna have to go use the
each year's,
bathroom.
Like, a picture a day. If we were like, okay, today here's the next picture that Adam have like somehow put on my computer. I wouldn't mind if like I guess there's no practical way the cameras are stationary, but I wouldn't mind it being shown because obviously that's like blue balling the audience if they don't if you want to kind of
Maybe I'll figure something
do a
out.
pan or whatever if Lewis can figure out a way to like do a sort of like a picture of the pictures on your computer, that'd be kind of maybe weirdly gratifying for the audience. That is that's crazy. So that actually perfectly brings us back to imagine somebody was like gay and they were keeping it from their friends, and like you guys know what I like,
Yeah.
but imagine I
As
was
if we didn't.
yeah imagine
Cal, take a look at this one.
Ooh.
oh god.
Yeah.
A ripped, naughty schoolgirl.
Nice.
And she's like, she is beastly looking.
Terrific.
Oh, that is beastly. I have to close this up and continue looking at pictures of drugged out Macaulay Culkin to get me back like thinking normal.
Yo, this is material that couldn't have, because you weren't planning on bringing this up.
No, as soon as you started bringing up fit women, it clicked in my mind, and I was like, "Oh shit!" All his like demented,
you know how
demented pictures.
this factors in so perfectly because you know how you were saying, in the beginning you were like pictures of fit muscular legs. Well, that girl that you can only see the legs, she's a Brazilian girl, and I found in general, these are my opinions, and just generally speaking, that Brazilian women have very kind of
Fit.
Yeah, they just have good genetics for they have really kind of well proportioned butts, like usually pretty big, but like they're muscular.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I like
everybody-
I don't
one of
need you
my
to tell me
one of my
about
favorite
Brazilian
beach
women.
volleyball teams is the Brazilian women's
No,
beach
absolutely.
volleyball team.
It is not just an illusion or like a stereotype. I guess it kind of
It is a bit of a stereotype.
No, they have very
but it's
ample,
true.
round posteriors.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and they also have. It seems to be a
Thank you,
perfect,
Brazil.
Aesthetically, a perfect combination of genetics from different regions of the world. That's one of the things that Brazil prides itself on is an amalgamation of so many different nationalities. So European mixing with indigenous South American people, mixing with a little bit of African, mixing with there's all it's a melting pot, Brazil. So it's almost like they're generally speaking very beautiful people,
And they drink instant coffee, so it's like, why?
Well, they have the girls have really nice feet. Like it's from head to toe. Like it's really really awesome. Anyway, the point is that I was looking at pictures of that very girl that you were like the girl with muscular legs, and in the background in a lot of her pictures is instant coffee, and it started to click that in a lot of the back. It seems like a lot of these people in Brazil, in other countries, have instant coffee. Like when they take a picture, because they're always showing what they're making for like protein shakes and stuff. When they take a picture of the stuff on their counter, it's usually instant coffee. So I looked it up online, and it turns out that most of the world outside of the U.S. prefers instant coffee.
I'm just
Coke,
product
no,
placing.
yeah, and Christmas Coke, but which I was surprised by. I thought instant coffee was very niche, and that everybody in their homes had regular coffee makers.
Most people do.
in the U.S.,
Okay.
which is what surprised me.
We have a little bit more class
So
over here.
So for some reason, like in the U.S., we've held on to like we take pride in coffee, and I support taking pride in coffee. What I'm saying is that if most of the world is accepting of instant coffee and views it as something that is acceptable, I don't think they think it's better than regular brewed coffee. I just think that they don't think it sucks. So I was like, it can't suck that bad. So in conjunction with hearing that Sydney's father, it's all he drinks, now hearing that your parents, that's what they use, I was like, I'm going to give this a try. Mike, every time it came up, even with Sydney's father drinking, he was like, blah, nah, would never, nah, ew, disgusting.
I have a refined, fancy palate.
So
Educated
That
palate.
almost scared me away from it. I was like, it must really suck. And then one time we were making coffee in the studio, and there was a tiny bit of coffee left, and the burner was still on. And eventually it was on for so long that the water evaporated. So all that was left was like the coffee residue on
like
the bottom.
the paste.
And I was like, wait, Mike, is this... If you added water to this, you could remake coffee. And you were like, yeah, that's instant coffee.
Because it's freeze-dried. They
Exactly.
make it and freeze-dry it.
So it was like starting to really intrigue me. Like, what is instant coffee? Then I started looking up, that instant coffee is higher quality. Like they figured out how to make it taste better than it was, like, say, in the 80s. So I was like, I'm going to give this a try. So I went to the store and I bought, I think it's a Nescafe variety. And I tried it, and it's okay. It's pretty
all
good.
of that.
That glowing review.
Yeah.
And it's
Hey, and you know what? I
not
tried
the
it.
worst.
It's okay.
No.
It's all right.
But the reason this came up is because when I
What are
wanted
we
to
doing blow all day? Just my fucking nose is messed up.
That's
You
okay. We'll have an
recall?
ad break soon. You could bump another rail.
So
We'll be all good.
Ultimately, I tried it. I thought I was like satisfactory. This gets a satisfactory grade for me. I'm not switching to instant coffee, but I think I will keep it on hand because it's very convenient to boil a little bit of water because that boils like in 2 minutes. And just pour it into a cup with a scoop of instant coffee. It's very good for like 1 cup of coffee.
You're
That's
describing a Keurig that can give you brewed coffee that quick, and I'm even against those.
Yeah, but the
I
Keurig
want
is just
percolator
so
or
much.
at least
No,
a brewed
Keurig-
Mr. Coffee.
Keurig tastes weird.
I've never
to
been
me. I don't
satisfied
know.
with it.
Yeah.
No, I have. It just you have to find the right roasts. I was at my dad's house over Thanksgiving, and they gave me a French roast, not French vanilla,
Right.
just a very dark French roast out of a Keurig, and it was one of the best cups of coffee I ever had.
Really?
And it was the only cup of coffee that I've ever had out of a Keurig where I was like, "Whoa, like this is delicious." Like it was a real strong, yet not like Starbucks strong. It was
Right.
coffee strong, like a
It
nice
wasn't like
coffee
watery.
flavor.
It didn't taste watery.
No, not at all. But I'm saying there's the more acidic Starbucks taste, and then there's like that really full-bodied coffee taste, like almost like a coffee candy.
Yeah.
It's like coffee.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Huh.
If I could nab another one of those, like, oh no, my dad's gonna be in like some tropical island,
Well,
like James Bond.
Keurig is you have to get a whole system. It's just that instant coffee is not. I would even say that I don't think it's. You'd have to go in very biased and very, just very like I don't even want to.
Like someone who's happy going to like one of the grease trucks on the street and getting their coffee from that guy, you'd be fine with instant coffee.
No.
But if you're used to going into a specific brew, a specific roast to certain cafes because you like the taste of certain cafes, what they brew better than others, it's just not.
I think that there's been advancements since the last time you had instant coffee. When did you have it, and why did you have
The
it?
first, I only had it one time when I was like kind of younger.
I think that I'm not saying you would switch to it, and I'm not even. But
Never.
I don't think it's the one that I bought, and it's like I forget the name, but it's in like a glass container. But it doesn't. It's absolutely. There's nothing ew about it. It's like this is okay. I can totally do this. I've had worse coffee from coffee makers. Is the bottom line. And I'm not by
Stone
no
Cold said so.
and I'm not switching to it or anything like that. But the reason that this came up is because
Mine fucking stopped again. All right, that's fine. Keep going.
All right, well, we just can't seem to get this working here. I apologize to everybody. Now Cal's friggin'
So you spent
thing is out.
17 minutes talking about instant fucking coffee?
All right, well, let me end this.
Well, can I just say the last thing?
Say your last thing.
Which is that I tweeted Nescafe about because this is the reason it all happened. I tweeted Nescafe about instant coffee, and I was like,
And then I shit on it.
I heard most of the world prefers instant coffee, so I was like, I wanted to give it a try, and it's not half bad, or something to that effect. And that's when Mike tweeted below it, I can't believe Adam Henning polluted his palate with that bullshit. And I was like, and then I said, it's because of attitudes like that I was never willing to try it, and I'm happy that I did. So that's how this all came up. So if you haven't tried it, I'd say give it a try. It's not better than regular coffee, but the whole world can't be wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we get back from this break, we, of course, have our Christmas TV show something theme of the week. I don't know what I'm going to throw in there, some ads. We get back 1990 Home Alone review, and I hope everybody has enjoyed Lewis working for us because starting in 2017, he will be fired.
Get the fuck out of here, Lewis.
I am Mike Norenganger, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Merry Christmas.